Hey guys, Magnus Robbie here, bringing you my review on no other than Springfield Heights, Chapter 2. What? Didn't expect this, honestly. Now, gonna be honest, the wiki's not updated. I've been waiting for it to be updated. That's why it's a bit later. Honestly, wiki's been really slow, so I'm gonna have to. I don't know all the names of the buildings, which is gonna be annoying, I know. But you're just gonna have to. You just have to forgive me. So obviously we have the one on the right, the building on the right. I don't know the name of it, but it's a pretty cool looking building, and obviously you get it for free. You unlock it, obviously you have to clear the space, and you get to unlock it for free, which is kind of cool. So it's added new land to Springfield Heights, which is kind of cool. You know, it's a chapter 2, it's a part 2. They haven't added any more prizes to the Red Blazer Realty, which is kind of good, because those prizes were ridiculous. And to be honest with you, I imagine most non-premium players are still stuck on it. I know, like I said, I have a friend who plays the tapped out, and they haven't even got past the Zif's Manor yet. Haven't even got the Zif's Manor yet, and they've been playing completely legitimately, doing it every day. And then we have the building on the left, is like our new kind of classic mansion-y kind of building. It's kind of cool. Obviously, you upgrade it and you get more parts for it, and you can build it up. I mean, I like this one. This is what I think. It's probably out of all the buildings like that right at the minute. I think that I prefer this one the most. Because you got the fish, the little aquarium thing. I think it's a really cool building. And I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, this idea of Springfield Heights Part 2, I think it's a good idea, actually. I don't, you know, it is a little weird to place it in here, especially when Christmas is coming up. I don't understand why now, but whatever. Obviously, we do get one new character as well, who kind of leads the Chapter 2, which is Lindsay Neagle. If they were going to do a Chapter 2 and they were going to add a character, I would have guessed it would have been Lindsay Neagle. I'm kind of happy with this. I think she was at the top of my list now. She was at the top of my list now. She's been knocked off my wanted characters. So that's kind of cool. I'm glad they added her. She's a fun character. Her questline doesn't look too entertaining now. Plus, she doesn't have voice, so I'm not the most happy. But, you know, the fact she's been added in the game is enough for me. And yeah, I think she's the right choice. Two females who've led the Springfield Heights. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, moving on, we have 3 new. Ignore the luxury yacht, but we have 2 new kind of boats. We have the Mr. Bird's boat, the one on the right. That's kind of cool. And then we have this fancy yacht. I forget what it's called. It might be called fancy yacht. I'm not too sure. This yacht here, anyway. This is really cool. I like the look of this. It's very, 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 very cool. So they obviously just get placed in the water. So yeah, obviously one's premium. Moving on, the Burns one's premium. These are I don't know why I placed on the Squidport, but these are some Squidport, there's new Squidport items, but we obviously have the clay tennis courts, which I think was an unreleased item in the soccer ball update, which is cool. We obviously have like a little, I want to say like a ropey kind of thing, and then we obviously have the one that kind of stands up and the bench. These are all boardwalk items. I think they're all exclusively boardwalk. The tennis one can be placed on land. They're cool. Again, they're just crafting ones, which are annoying. But coming off that, one of my favourite things in this update, the best things I think they've added, is this little pier thing. It's just like the boardwalk, but you obviously you build, you get the currency from the new building you cleared. I don't even know what it is, like some magazines or something, or leaflets. I don't even know. And obviously you can make bits of pier. The only problem is it's very tedious. It takes a while, which is a bit annoying. But I think it's a cool addition, I guess. Obviously, it sets a little challenge for people, and I can't wait to kind of build this, actually. So I'm happy with that, I guess. Moving on, we obviously have the little beach house. I think it's called a beach house. It's just a little house that sits in water. I like this. I think that's a cool addition. Something new. I don't think, we haven't really got a beach house before. We got boats, but we haven't had a beach house. So obviously, apart from the Radioactive Man beach house, but that doesn't count because that doesn't actually sit in the. It's not actually a beach house, is it? It's a sea house. And then we obviously have the fancy lodge. I think that's what it's called. Again, this is another cool one. I imagine you could probably fit it in with the boardwalk, maybe, because they do look very similar to the boardwalk, like what you call them, walks. I don't know. So yeah, that's cool. And we have the private island. Now, I love this one. You could actually place 3 of these, just to let you know. But honestly, so far, this is probably my favourite my favourite building or item that sits in the water. I think this is so cool. I don't know why, it's just something about it, I love it. Really, really cool. It's just like the prison. There is a prison in The Simpsons which is in the water, which I really want them to add. But I guess they're not going to add that. But yeah, I think that's a really cool build. Excuse me. Really cool building. And then we move on. We have the Springfield Opera House, which was premium. We have the which again pretty cool. Looks like the Sydney Opera House, obviously, but that's okay. We have the I want to say fancy pond or something like that. It's like a little pondy kind of lakey thing. Not the best. I mean, it doesn't look very. It looks too small to me, but whatever. It's technically free. It's craftable, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then we also have this big grill kind of thing. Again, I'm not too sure on this either. I think it looks a bit like tatty, but whatever. It's okay. And then we obviously have the last thing, and this is the lodge, isn't it? Yeah, no, sorry. The other thing isn't a lodge. This is the lodge, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a lodge. The other thing is not lodge. The other thing's like a beach house or something. This is the lodge. This is like the final prize if you want. I do think this is really cool. This is probably the best build. This is really good. And it's completely free. You don't have to craft it, obviously. But you do have to actually go through all these smithers tasks, which are a bit annoying. And obviously you have to kind of collect the currency. So it does take a bit anyway, so because you have to do the smithers tasks. But the actual thing itself is free, and you don't have to craft anything. You don't have to wait any No, you do. No, I don't think you have to wait any time for it. Anyway, also another little thing they added in, I just want to quickly mention, is you can now move the tunnel. I thought you could before, but you couldn't. You can now move the tunnel and move it where you want, as long as it's obviously going into Springfield Heights. So that's kind of cool if you want to adjust your town. Obviously, I actually had to adjust to actually fit around the tunnel, so there's no point in me moving it now. So I guess I'll have to do an updated version of my Springfield Heights, which is going to be a pain, but hey ho. Yeah, I mean, overall, let's talk about it. So. Honestly, I don't think it's terrible. It's not a terrible update. However, it lacks story. It lacks. What's the word? It's very tedious. It's a very tedious level. It's something that's really annoying because you have to constantly keep crafting, and I hate crafting. I'm gonna be honest. I think it should be abolished from Tap because you got the monorail stuff that can be crafted. It can still be crafted to this day. Obviously, you can make monorail parts whenever you want, and the fact that you can make them, that's crafting. And now we have the Springfield House, which is going to be permanently crafting. I wish they stop with the crafting, and I hope Christmas is not a crafting update. If it is, I'm going to be a bit disappointed, because honestly this crafting bullshit is really annoying me, and it's dragging out. And they always change the kind of they always change like how the update kind of works. Essentially, like when I started first playing, it was like a coinage system, so you'd get the event currency, and then obviously you could buy what you want. And I like that idea, and I think they should bring it back, because with these prizes, they're cool enough, but you're forced to getting the ones, prizes you may not particularly want. I know that's because you want a cash grab, but they should make it so there's a bit more choice. So, if there's something like they can save up for a thing that's really, really cool, instead of, going for a crappy prize and then, like a currency they didn't even need and doesn't really affect them because it doesn't help. They need that. I think they should have that back. But moving on to this actual height, I do think the buildings they've added are pretty cool. I'm happy with the buildings. Again, like I said about story, they need to add. I think they probably should have added another character. I mean, Lindsay Neagle is a big character though, so I can't complain entirely. Last update they added 2 characters though. I know Paris Texan wasn't the best of characters, but at least it was 2 characters, if you know what I mean. So it would have been cool if they could have added two characters this time, but whatever. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything, by the way, guys. I'm not too sure. I may have missed some things. Obviously, if they added anything in the future, which they probably will, like they did with the last, or chapter 1, I guess, they probably will add more things. So if when it comes, I will review it for you guys. But anyway, guys, that's the end of chapter 2 for Springfield Heights. Someone did ask me, am I going to do a Christmas wish list / predictions? And I'll just say what I replied to him, her, whatever. I think to him. Basically, I said, unfortunately, I am very busy with school. I've got a lot of work and stuff to do, and plus, honestly, it's hard to find buildings. It doesn't sound too hard, but I like to go too detailed with it. So I might do like a kind of like a, not top 10, but like a top 20 of top 20 buildings, top 20 characters, top 20, and then just like maybe some decorations, costumes just thrown in there. I might do that for you guys, but for you guys. But I'm not going to be doing like a full massive wish list like I did for Halloween. Plus, I don't even know when Christmas is going to come out. I thought it was going to come out this Tuesday. That's what I thought they were doing. But now with this update, it makes me think that the update for the Christmas is not going to be out for a while. But it might be. I imagine it'll be out maybe tomorrow. It could be out tomorrow, to be honest with you. But I'll get on that wish list anyway. I'll try my best to get that out as ASAP. I'll try and get it out tomorrow. As long as the Christmas update isn't out tomorrow, and then I'll do it for you guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know this has been a bit long and I've dragged it out a bit, but anyway, please subscribe if you want, and whatever, like, and just do what you want. See you next video. Goodbye.